Johnny. Hey, adventurers! Meet Pyra, our fiery new friend. She's taking us to an ancient clock tower hidden in the snowy peaks. Johnny and Joanny are soaring through the skies on Pyra, a glowing phoenix dragon with flaming wings and shimmering scales. Her long, fiery tail leaves a trail of sparkling embers in the air. Pyra lands gracefully on the snowy mountaintop, her tail curling protectively around the duo. The massive clock tower looms ahead, its glowing gears visible through frosted windows. Joanny. This place is amazing, but kinda spooky. Johnny. Spooky? It's epic. Let's see what this clock can do. Inside, they meet the clock keeper, an ancient figure with a robe that sparkles like the night sky. Clock keeper. This clock controls time itself. Each turn changes the past or the future. Use it wisely, or chaos may follow. Johnny, ever curious, turns the golden hands of the clock. A burst of light fills the room. When the light fades, they find themselves in Renaissance Italy. Joanny. This is incredible. Wow, we're in the past. Look at all the people and those outfits. Johnny. And look, that's Leonardo da Vinci. They approach Leonardo in his bustling workshop, where sketches and models fill the room. Leonardo. Ah, visitors from another time. Welcome. Would you like to see my flying machine? The kids help him test the machine by tying ropes and adjusting its wings. The test flight is a success, and Leonardo claps joyfully. Joanny. Leonardo, you're amazing. You never gave up, even when things seemed impossible. Johnny. Hey, adventurers! What's the coolest invention you can think of? Let us know in the comments, and we might visit the inventor. Before leaving, Leonardo gives them a glowing sketch of a star symbol. Leonardo. This symbol will guide you to new adventures. Use it well. Back on Pyra, Johnny and Joanny examine Leonardo's glowing sketch. Joanny. This symbol looks like a star. Maybe it leads to space. Johnny. Let's find out. Joanny reads the next line in the book, and Pyra lets out a powerful roar, summoning a swirling portal of stars. With a mighty leap, Pyra soars into the portal, leaving a trail of fire and light. They emerge on a breathtaking alien planet filled with floating crystals, glowing rivers, and cities suspended in clouds. The aliens are extraordinary. Some have shimmering scales, while others are small, round, and fluffy. Johnny. Whoa! Look at this place, and these aliens! Joanny. Hi, friends. We're Johnny and Joanny. Do you guys speak Earth? The aliens communicate through music, creating symphonies with their glowing hands and tails. The kids quickly catch on and join in by clapping and stomping rhythms. Soon, the whole planet is alive with a magical harmony. The aliens reveal that a bridge of light connecting their cities has broken, causing disharmony. Using Pyra's fiery tail and the starstone gifted by Leonardo, Johnny and Joanny help repair the bridge. Pyra's flames weave the broken strands of light into a dazzling rainbow connection. The alien cities celebrate, and the kids feel a sense of accomplishment by uniting the alien civilization. Joanny. Look at that. Working together made the world, well, the galaxy, a better place. Johnny. Imagine all the worlds we could visit next. Where should we go? You decide. Drop your ideas in the comments, and we'll take you there. Johnny and Joanny wave goodbye to the aliens as Pyra soars back into the stars, her glowing wings lighting the way. Joanny. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our adventures.